these streets.
And I'm just like you.
We getting locked by these caps.
And I'm just like you.
We fulfill the prophecies.
And I'm just like you.
You might be light, I might be dark.
But I'm just like you.
We kill each other over colors.
Damn, I'm just like you.
I'm in these ghettos, in these
And
slums.
I'm just like you.
They call you nigga, call me Spick.
And I'm just like you.
You was 1619, I was 1492. We getting shot in these streets.
And I'm just like you.
We getting locked by these
And
caps.
I'm just like you.
Welcome to FCN Quick News of the Day. I'm your host, Captain Zakar, and today in the news. Let's pull up that article. Read that for us.
Mother and daughter get life in prison after killing of 5 relatives.
If you've been keeping up with this this news here, this article, this situation, this happened sometime last year, and they've been in custody waiting for, I guess, the arraignment or the sentencing for that time. So they finally handed it down. Let's scroll down, and let's see. Scroll down right there. Let's read that.
A mother and her adult daughter were sentenced Monday to life in prison in the slaying of 5 close relatives, including 3 children outside Philadelphia last year. Shanna Decree, 47, and Dominique Decree, 20.
That's daughter and that's mother and daughter that you see in the pictures. Go ahead.
Were sentenced in Bucks County Court after entering guilty but mentally ill pleas to 5 counts of first-degree murder.
Let's see if we can read the full story because they said a few statements within this story. So let's read that. Scroll down some, and let's read that. Keep going. Right there. Let's read.
President Judge Wallace Bateman told the 2 that they had caused unimaginable harm, the Philadelphia Inquirer reported. This is horrible and tragic because I do believe the 2 of you have expressed remorse, Bateman said Monday as he sentenced the defendants. Unfortunately, that does not bring them back. You can't say sorry and expect people to move on with their lives.
Let's read on.
Both women offered tearful apologies to the court and other relatives in the courtroom. The hardest thing for me to do is to decide who to say I'm sorry to first, Shanna Decree said. To my family, I'm sorry for taking away these beautiful souls in such a horrible manner.
Read.
Dominique Decree sobbed as she said her actions will haunt her for the rest of her life. I am sorry for everything that happened. I truly don't understand why it happened, she said.
I don't understand why it happened. Read.
A children and youth service caseworker who went to the Morrisville apartment in February 2019 found the bodies of Shanna Decree's children, Nariah Smith, 25, and Damon Decree Jr., 13, both of Morrisville. Shanna Decree's sister, Jamelia Campbell, 42, of Trenton, New Jersey, and Campbell's 9-year-old twin daughter, Imani and Erica Allen. Campbell had been strangled and the others had been suffocated, the coroner's office said. Police said the defendants were found disoriented inside the apartment where furniture had been turned over, drywall was cracked, and glass lay around. Authorities say they later gave conflicting stories of what happened and occurred, but said everyone in the unit wanted to die.
Everyone in the unit, the 5-year-old kids, the 7-year-old kids said they wanted to die? That doesn't add up. Let's go to the scriptures and show spiritually what we are reading here. Give me that in Deuteronomy 28. And let's read verse 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Losing your mind is a curse from God. Losing your mind is a curse from God. Jump over to verse 28 to prove it.
Verse 28.
Because we read that they said we don't know why we did it. Let's read that.
The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
Read it again.
The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
With madness. Madness means you're losing your mind. You have gone mad. Read.
And blindness and astonishment of heart.
Let's jump down to verse 33 and 34.
33, the fruit of thy land and all thy laborers shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always.
Only oppressed and crushed always. Read.
So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see.
So oppression will make you lose your mind. Some people are not built to withstand the constant oppression and struggles that we face in this life. And eventually, over a period of time, they lose their mind. And many of our people are on the streets now that we see have actually gone mad from the oppression, the struggle that they have experienced in their life. Sometimes they go as far as taking other people's lives. Let's go to Sirach chapter 30, and let's read verse 21 and show what God says about depression of the mind.
Sirach chapter 30 and verse 21. Give not over thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself in thine own counsel.
Give not your mind over to worry. Read on.
The gladness of the heart is the life of man, and the joyfulness of a man prolongeth his days. Love thine own soul, and comfort thine heart. Remove sorrow far from thee, for sorrow hath killed many.
Sorrow has killed many, and sometimes it kills others. Read.
And there is no profit therein.
There's no profit in it, in mulling over a certain situation. You're only afflicting your mind until you end up acting out and taking it out, your anger out on someone else. Read.
Envy and wrath shorteneth the life, and carefulness bringeth age before the time.
Bringeth age before the time. And let's read verse 25.
A cheerful and good heart will have a care of his meat and diet.
So the state of your mind also affects your health. The state of your mind affects your health. So depression, put it far from you, as God says, and worry not about it. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 26 and verse 3.
Isaiah chapter 26 and verse 3. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee.
Let's read it again for the people.
Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee.
So God will give you peace of mind when your mind is focused on him. Let's go to Sirach chapter 9, verse 15.
The book of Sirach, chapter 9 and verse 15.
Here's how you focus on the Lord so you can have peace of mind. Read.
Let thy talk be with the wise.
Let thy talk be with the wise. Read.
And all thy communication in the law.
So your communication needs to be the words of God, not with the unwise who are talking about playoffs and NBA titles and who's the greatest player of all time, or going to the club, or the latest album that just dropped, or the song you can dance to. Your communication should be in the laws of God with those that are wise. Let's go back to Isaiah and let's read chapter 33, verse 6.
Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
So wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of your mind in these last days, which are trouble and perilous times, as it says in the book of Timothy. Read that again.
And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Let's go to Malachi chapter 2. And let's read verse 6 and 7 to show what the knowledge is that will keep our mind stable in these last days. Malachi chapter 2, let's read verse 6 and 7.
Malachi chapter 2 and verse 6. The law of truth was in his mouth, and iniquity was not found in his lips. He walked with me in peace and equity, and did turn many away from iniquity.
So the laws of God turns you away from sin. It's only by the laws of God that you will turn away from your sins. Read on.
For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they shall seek the law at his mouth. For he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts.
That's the knowledge that will keep you of stable mind in these last days and these perilous times. Let's go to Matthew chapter 11, and let's read 28 and 29.
Matthew chapter 11 and verse 28. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden.
Christ said, come unto him, all that are laden, covered with many different sins and many different spirits. Come to Christ. Read.
And I will give you rest.
And he will give you rest of mind. That's rest translates into what? Peace of mind. Read.
Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly of heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls.
You will find rest unto your souls when you learn of Christ, that he came for the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, who are the Israelites according to the Bible.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.